Hello again, and thank you for writing the second essay for the purposes of this experiment. Hello again, and thank you for writing the second essay for the purpose of this experiment. The title of the essay was, "What are the advantages and disadvantages of being a child?" Now, having looked at your essay again, I can see that you have a clear introduction, you have included clear paragraphs for the advantages and disadvantages, and you have a clear conclusion. In the structure of your paragraphs, you have included your opinion, reason, and example, and in doing so, you have used relevant discourse markers as well to give the intention of what you're about to say to the reader, which is very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay closer attention to the discourse markers themselves. And before we start, you may have seen that I have underlined certain discourse markers. And this is purely not because they are incorrect, but because you've used a repetition of a certain discourse marker. So we're going to look at these, and what I would like you to do for next time is I would like you to try and use a synonym for that same discourse marker, please, as well as paying attention to the punctuation if you would. Many people says the childhood is the best time in the life, but being a child has many advantages and disadvantages, which is fine. Now, before I continue, every single one of these discourse markers does not need to be changed. As long as we don't have 3 of the exact same, that's perfect. So you can leave that as it is, but then make adjustments to the other 2 discourse markers that are the same as this one. This is just to highlight that you have used 3 of the exact same discourse marker, basically. So if you can try and change the others that look similar to that. You've given your opinion, however, you have showed that you have a change of direction in what you're going to be talking about. Being a child has many advantages and disadvantages. One advantage, very good, so you have started here with looking at the advantage section, and you've started again with a discourse marker, so the reader knows that the first paragraph you're looking at is going to be advantages. One advantage is that you don't have responsibility, for instance, which is very good. So now we know you're going to give us an example. Once again, please do pay attention to punctuation. A child doesn't have to go to work and earn money, or has to cooking or cleaning. So, and you're giving a result or consequence, yes, they have a lot of free time where they can play with friends outside or do sport in a team. On top of that, so you want to add extra information relating to what you've previously said, the grandparents of the children spoil them, many a time too much. When they go to their grandparents, they receive every time something new, and they can eat as much as they want, which is right, because the grandparents cook too much. Very good. So you've given one advantage, you've given a point, you've given us, so that is basically your opinion. You've given us the reason for that opinion, an example. You've also given us a consequence of that, and then you've moved on to another point in relation to the advantage and given us a reason for that. Very good. The grandparents also give so much love to the children. If you would pay attention again, this has been turned bold because we have several of them again dotted round. You can leave that as it is if you would change the other 2, please, that are exactly the same. However, there are also disadvantages. Very good. So as soon as we see however, we know that the direction has changed now. For one thing, very good. So now the reader knows that you're going to be mentioning several points. Yes. They have to respect the rules of their parents, guardians, and teachers. If they don't respect the rules, they will be punished. The punishment can be house arrest, or in the present day world, it can be that they have to hand the mobile phone for 1 month. Another point is that they have limitations of certain activities. For example, they can't go out in the evening, or they are too small to go to a roller coaster they really want to go. Yes, absolutely. So we've mentioned 2 points for disadvantages and an example here, and in between these you're giving your reasons as well. In conclusion, so now we're summing up, we see that there are many advantages, but also many disadvantages. In my opinion, the childhood is the best time in the life because you have no responsibility and you can really enjoy your life. Also, you can play the whole day with your friends. But I have also to say, in the present day world, I wouldn't be a child because the most of the children don't play anymore outside. Every child has his own mobile phone or tablet and they find this more interesting than playing outside or board games. Absolutely. So what you've done in this essay is most probably you've drawn on your own experiences, which is perfect. You've given ample examples of the opinions that you've had. So overall, it's a very good quality writing. You've included a lot of your own examples and experiences. Yes, so for next time, if you would kindly replace these that I've underlined, which are mainly, I assume, in the final paragraph. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you would replace these 4 discourse markers with synonyms, please. It's just so we don't have repetition of the same discourse marker used. Very good quality writing. Thank you very much.